Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back today to talk about my favourites and fails of September and October. Now I didn't do one at the end of September because I wasn't wearing enough makeup, or the makeup that I was wearing, if I was wearing makeup, was Project Pan stuff. Now I've been playing with a few more things because we've been able to leave the house a bit more. I've been seeing people going out doing whatever, and I have been enjoying playing with makeup again, which is fantastic. So I'm going to talk about those products. There's also one fail. I'm sure there's more fails, but I could only think about one right now, so whatever. Before I do get onto the products, I am wearing some on my face today, but I did do a video creating this look. It was actually a sponsored video from Adore Beauty, and I want to give them a shout out because I really appreciate the support. So I will link that video in the description box and in the corner if you want to check it out. If you could give that video a bit of love to thank Adore Beauty for sponsoring a video on my channel, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's start with makeup, and I want to talk about this product. It's a newish blush from MAC, and it is the Glow Play blush. So it's one of those sort of mousse to powder blushes, and it is beautiful. This shade is That's Peachy. I'm wearing it today, so you can see it gives a peachy look, but then it also gives a sheen. I'm actually not wearing any highlighter today. That is just this blush. So this blush does have a bit of a pearly luminosity to it, and it gives a really, I don't know, it mimics that sort of dewy, healthy skin without it feeling sort of greasy or gross. And that's very hard to achieve if you have oily skin like I do. Usually if you have any glow to your skin besides a powder glow, it ends up looking really oily and greasy and sweaty and gross, but this gives a beautiful effect. Now, this does lean a little bit pinker than I expected. I wanted it to be more sort of orange peach, but it is a beautiful, look at that glow. Look at that glow. It's beautiful. It gives a really healthy effect. So I love the formula of this. I really want to pick one up in more of a nude shade. I think, yeah, they're onto a winner. And the fact that me, as like an oilier skinned person, can wear this comfortably over set makeup and it doesn't lift the makeup, fantastic. It's a really beautiful product. I'm a big fan. I bought a couple of Natasha Denona. These are the limited edition Chromium liquid eyeshadows, and they're in the multi-chrome range. So she released 5. I've got 2. I've got Ultraviolet and Infra Nude. Now, I was a little bit on the fence about these when I first tried them because I found there's a certain way you need to apply it, and I've actually learnt that that's sort of the way that most liquid eyeshadows need to be applied, and once I learnt it, I'm sort of good with it. So these are really beautiful, and they do give a beautiful shift. So at the moment I'm seeing that as green, but you can see it also has red and it has like a nude element too. Then the ultraviolet one, again, I can see this as being green, but I'm sure you can see it as being purple. So it does have a multi-chrome shift. So if I hold up a mirror, you should be able to see the shift a bit better. So it goes green, and then one goes purple, one goes sort of reddy nude. And they're really beautiful, and they give a really good impact on the eyes. Now, when I first applied the nude one, it did sort of crease and look a little bit patchy, but what I realized you need to do is put a thin layer on, blend it out, so blend it into the crease, let it dry, and then go in with a second layer. And if you do that, it lasts beautifully throughout the day and gives a really intense effect on the eye. Whenever I wear these, I get compliments. People are like, what is on your eye? So this is a really simple way to give a really unique multi-dimensional effect on the eye with one product. I do feel like you need to put a matte in the crease just to sort of blend it out a bit, but they're really beautiful, and if you were wondering if they're worth the money, well, I think they are. I think they're really gorgeous. Another liquid eyeshadow that I'm currently wearing on my eyes is from Smith & Colt. This is really beautiful as well. It's the Glitter Baby Metallic Shift eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Bronze. Now, this actually does have a lot of multi-dimensional shimmer to it. You won't be able to see it on camera, but it gives a green, there's a bit of gold, there's a bit of purple. It's got this really beautiful effect. Now, this is more of your standard bronze color. It does have a blackened base, so when you blend it out, it does look quite dark. I've got this on my eye today just with a bit of a bronzer in the crease, but it is a beautiful sort of one and done eyeshadow look. I really want Smith & Colt to bring these out without the blackened base, because at the moment, all of the shades in this range have a dark base, so it creates a smoky look, whereas if I had just the sort of shimmer without the dark base, these would be gorgeous to wear every day. Again, I apply them just like I apply these other ones, where I put a small amount on, blend it out, let it set, and then I go in with another layer to build the opacity, and it somehow stops it from creasing. So this wears beautifully as well. So that's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and it's gorgeous. So the duochromes give more of a metallic finish, but this Smith & Colt one gives more of that sparkly, twinkly look, which is really, really beautiful. All right, another eyeshadow product. I was actually sent this from a friend as a present, so thank you, Madeline. Very sweet of you. I put them in my Menagerie Cosmetics magnetic palette. So these 6 eyeshadows here are from Menagerie Cosmetics, which I do love, but the new ones that I've been playing with are these here, which are from Terra Moons Cosmetics. Now I've got 2 iridescent white ones that have different shifts to them, and they're the ones that I've been reaching for the most, because I find that for a quick makeup look, if you want something quite unique and gorgeous, I just get like a matte in the crease and then take one of these on a fluffy brush and just sort of dust them on the eye, and it gives a really beautiful effect. So those are the 2 shades there. We've got Light Year and Euphoria, which is more of a purpley pink, and this one is more of a greeny gold type effect. Now I'm not sure if you can see the sort of effect of these, but this one looks quite blue on camera, but it is pinky purple. It's really, really gorgeous. And then this one might look a bit gold on camera. So it's got this gorgeous gold, pinky green sort of effect to it. It's really, really beautiful. So I particularly like Light Year. In my angle right now, it looks vibrant green, but you did see the gold pinkiness. I'll put a video on the screen of me wearing this, and you can sort of see the color shift. Really, really beautiful, and I love just wearing them as a wash of color on the lid. It gives a really vibrant effect and like a multi-dimensional effect, but it's so simple. All right, onto skincare, and one thing I want to mention, I was also gifted this from Madeline. This is a really beautiful cleansing balm, definitely the best cleansing balm I've ever used. This is from Farmacy, and it's the Green Clean Makeup Meltaway Cleansing Balm. This is such a beautiful product. I haven't used it too many times because I am currently trying to use up a few things. But this, it's a balm that you use a little spatula to dig out some product, and it just melts into a really thin oil and melts your makeup off so quickly. So it's sort of like a cleansing oil in a solid version, but it is beautiful. So love that product. If you're into cleansing balms and you want a really, really good one that doesn't leave an oily residue or doesn't feel too heavy and gross, this one is beautiful. The next things I want to talk about are from La Roche-Posay. So I want to talk about this moisturizer. I've mentioned this before. This is a repurchase. It's the Effaclar Matte. And what I really like about this, it's a hydrating, doesn't mattify the skin, but it just doesn't leave your skin too greasy. It's very, very lightweight. And what I love about it is it works so well with all skincare and all makeup. So it doesn't clash with SPF. It doesn't clash with serums. It doesn't clash with makeup. It just works so well. And you use the smallest amount. It feels really lightweight on the skin. It doesn't irritate my skin. I've had to be very careful with using too many actives at the moment because my skin can get irritated, and I also have dermatitis on my eyes that I find really hard to get rid of. So this is really gentle, really effective. It just hydrates the skin without it feeling too greasy and works so well with other products. I have also been using that with this sunscreen. So this is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Plus Queen Screen sunscreen. You can see I've used half the bottle. It pairs really beautifully with this, gives me a good amount of protection. It feels nice and lightweight. Love this product, love this product, love them together, and that's been my sort of morning routine. Also from La Roche-Posay, I wanted to mention this product really quickly. I haven't really been using it too much on me. Sometimes I use it on my eyes where I have the contact dermatitis, but this is the Cicaplast Balm B5. Now this is the second tube that we've used in my household over the last month or two because I use this a lot on my baby. So my baby gets dribble rash, he sometimes gets nappy rash, and this clears it up really, really quickly. So this stays next to his change table, and whenever I change him, I put some on his chin. If you have any irritated skin, this is a really fantastic product. And like I said, this is the second tube we've gone through in the last month or 6 weeks, and as it is, we're probably going to have to buy another one very soon. So this is a really awesome product. Since my skin has been a little bit grumpy lately, I have been getting into oils again, and these are the two that I really love using. This is a repurchase because I've recently used one up. This is from The Ordinary, and it's the 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil, sorry. It's just a really nice rosehip seed oil. I find that it sinks into the skin really well, doesn't leave you feeling too greasy. I use this at night. Sometimes I use it under my day moisturizer. I just find this to be a really effective rosehip oil. Rosehip oil is great for reducing redness, evening out oily skin, which is fantastic. So if you put oil on oily skin, it tricks your skin into thinking that it's got enough oil on it that it doesn't need to produce it itself. So this is a really great product, really affordable. I've also been using the jojoba company jojoba oil, so I sort of alternate the two. They're both really nice. I really enjoy them both. The last thing I want to mention before I talk about a fail is this product from Lush. Now, if you like lip scrubs, I highly recommend checking this one out. It's the Toffee Apple Lip Scrub. It's a Halloween release. They should make this permanent because it is divine. So it's a sugar lip scrub. It's got 2 colors in it. I haven't hit the red. I've only hit the green. So it's got red and green. And the green is a sour green apple. It is amazing. So I mainly use this to just prep the lips, get a little bit of dead skin off. So that's how you can use it. But also if you have like a stubborn lipstick, you can use it to remove that. But if you just put this on your bare lips, just as like a treatment, you can lick it off. It tastes amazing and it works really, really well. So I don't use lip scrubs too often, but I do really like the Lush ones because they don't leave like a greasy feel on your lips and they do work really well. But also this one is super tasty. They should make this permanent for sure. It's amazing. All right, the last thing that unfortunately is a fail is from Benefit. Now I love Benefit brow products. I find that most of their range works really well for me. They do have a couple of products in their range that I don't really use because they don't really suit my brows, but they're my favorite brow pencils. I really like the pomade. I really like the powders. Unfortunately, this I did not like. So this is the Brow Microfilling Pen. And this is in the shade light brown. I was sent this, so I was sent this in this shade. I have maybe a darker shade might work better on me. I'm not too sure. So it's like a little felt tip liner with 3 prongs, and it's designed to sort of create like mimic hairs. So you can see that it creates 3 lines at a time, so you can mimic hairs. I like the concept of this, and I do need to sort of mimic hairs. So this product seems like it's suited towards me, but there's a few issues with it. Firstly, just after putting those little lines on my hand, the tips are completely void of pigment. So you almost need to let it sit and gather ink down the bottom to be able to use it again. So it dries out really, really fast, needs to be reloaded with ink, which takes time. Also, as you can see, it's very, very subtle. So it doesn't create bold lines, which is great in theory, but it doesn't really show up on my brows at all. Again, it might be the color, but it just doesn't seem to do much on me. Also, I've heard that these are best to use on bare skin, but by the time I've done my brows, I have done my base. I've powdered my base. I've got skincare on my face that are no doubt in my brows, and this just doesn't adhere to the skin very well. So yeah, I've heard that this applies best on bare skin with no products whatsoever, but if I'm not going to be wearing any makeup or any skincare, which never happens, I'm not going to reach for this. So for me, it's good in theory, it just doesn't work in practice, and it's a shame because I really love Benefit brow products. All right, quick insertion. This is Future Cat. I remembered the things I was going to talk about as fails. I knew there was more. And unfortunately, I'm going to talk about a range that I purchased. I think in my last empties, I mentioned that I'd been using a few samples, and there was sort of one that stood out as being a product I really wanted to buy. So what I did was I ordered a bunch because at the time of filming that, they had a 30% off sale. So I ordered a bunch of products. Since then, they did have a 50% off sale. So this is from the New Zealand brand Kotia, I believe it's pronounced. And look, I originally tried the day cream, which is the hydrating day cream. SPF 15. And look, I haven't really delved into this much, but yeah, I don't mind it. It is a nice rich day cream. It does have a bit of a scent to it, which I don't love, but it doesn't linger too much. Whereas I also bought the exfoliating cleansing milk, and this has a scent. It's the same scent, but it just, I don't know, it just feels a little bit stronger. It smells like shampoo. It's like you're putting a cheap shampoo on your face, and it just doesn't have a very good experience. It feels sort of a little bit annoying. It's a little bit jarring. It's a little bit too much. The scent is too much, and it's just an okay cream cleanser. I also got a hand cream. I've been using this sort of on my legs because, again, I sort of want to use it up. I'm really bummed that I spent as much money as I did on these because I don't love them. This hand cream is kind of light, and again, it's got that cheap shampoo scent that lingers and lingers and lingers. You just can keep smelling it. I bought the night cream, and I think this is what really got me. There's the shampoo scent, it doesn't fade. It's not very pleasant when you're putting it on, and then I would put this on at night and I would wake up and I can still smell it on me. And I'm not the kind of person that is anti-fragrance in skincare. If it irritates you, then, you know, totally avoid it. But fragrance can make the experience quite pleasant, and it sort of adds to the experience. But I never like scents that linger and that stay around. I don't see the point of them. It's just too strong. And I sort of want the experience when I'm putting it on, and then I want it to dissipate. These stick around like there's no tomorrow. I don't enjoy them. I'm really bummed that I spent as much money as I did on them. I still think the day cream is the least offensive one. It definitely has that scent, but I can smell more of the cream and the raw ingredients than I can the scent. So this is the one that I tried in the sample, which sold me on buying all of this, but I still feel like this is the one thing that I can tolerate. The rest of them, quite unpleasant. So yeah, that's a fail. I had such high hopes. I was really excited to try them, and then I was just like, I don't even really want to use them. So yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, so those are the products that I've been playing with and really enjoying or not enjoying over the last couple of months. I would love to know in the comments what your favorite and your fail of the month was, so I can either check it out or know to avoid it. If you missed any of the names of these products, I will list them in the description box, and I will also have that video to my makeup. So if you want to know what I'm wearing, if you want to know what's my nails, it'll all be listed in that other video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.